Won't you listen to reason? Will you open your eyes? It's a wonder what you'll find with an open mind. You may be surprised. Yeah, gotta get away from this illusion for the sake of the world. This delusion has gotta go.
Hello everyone, and welcome to another superlative episode of the Atheist Experience. My name is not Matt Dillahunty, and with me today is my co-host Jeff D.
Hi, folks.
I am actually hosting on an off week. I'm Russell Glasser, hi. My normal week is next weekend, but Matt is a little bit under the weather today, which is why if you were trying to tune into the nonprofits yesterday, there wasn't one. So I may or may not be on again next week. Today is Sunday, February 28th, 2010. We are a live call-in public access atheist television show based in Austin, Texas. We take calls from the local Austin area and also from the live internet stream all over the world. The Atheist Experience is sponsored by the Atheist Community of Austin, a nonprofit educational organization promoting positive atheism and the separation of church and state. You can find out more by visiting www.atheist-community.org. When you do, be sure to check out the fact page for answers to frequently asked questions that we receive on the show. This show is live every Sunday from 4:30 to 6 o'clock p.m. Central Time on Austin Access Channel 16. If you'd like to watch us live outside of Austin, simply visit the official Atheist Experience website, www.atheist-experience.com. Click on Live Stream at the top of the page. You can also participate in a chat room during the show. Also at the website, you'll find audio and video from past episodes. If you click on Archive, you will find a list of programs that include links to those audio and video downloads and a podcast. You can catch fan-selected clips of the Atheist Experience on YouTube, and you can also see full episodes of the show at blip.tv. In addition to this program, the ACA also sponsors a bi-weekly internet audio podcast called The Nonprofits, P-R-O-P-H-E-T-S. Visit www.nonprofitsradio.com for more information. As I said, there wasn't a show yesterday. The next show will be aired Saturday, 2 weeks from yesterday. Weekly meetings for the Atheist Community of Austin are hosted at Romeo's on Barton Springs Road from 11:30 to 1 every Sunday, except for the first Sunday of the month, when we host our lecture series at the Austin History Center, located at the corner of 9th and Guadalupe. The next lecture will be held March 7th. Speaker and topic have not yet been announced. If you can't make it to the morning meetings, you can always join us for dinner right after this program. Beginning at around 6:30 every Sunday, most of the people involved with the production of the Atheist Experience will head for Threadgills at 301 West Riverside Drive in South Austin. It's a great opportunity to meet all of us and all the people in the back, so you can express your appreciation for all the hard work that they do. Finally, the ACA also hosts an Atheist Happy Hour every Thursday beginning at around 7 p.m. at the Dog and Duck Pub located at the corner of 17th and Guadalupe. If you'd like to get in touch but you don't feel like calling in, you can email tv@atheist-community.org. We get far more calls on this show than we can process, of course, and we like to give special priority to people who are calling to disagree, and as well as people who are local to the Austin area. But if you just want to get in touch and say hi, or you want to ask advice, as so many people do, like I'm a teenager and what do I do about my parents, and not get a good answer, you can email tv@atheist-community.org. Let's see. Be sure to check out the unofficial show blog at atheistexperience.blogspot.com. as well as the comprehensive counter-apologetics wiki at ironchariots.org. I don't know of any other special announcements this week, and somebody can flash them up on the screen if there are any I missed. But for now, that's the end of the announcements, so there you go. How are you doing, Jeff?
That's a lot of announcements.
I
We
know.
really ought to do something about that.
Trim them down.
Can't we just have less stuff going on? That would
Yeah,
work,
we
right?
should.
Yeah, just do less things.
so
keep
call
more
in-
laid back.
Yeah. Call in early this week because I just found out yesterday that I was going to be hosting, and Jeff loves callers.
Sure.
So we don't have a lot.
Call in.
but-
Let's talk.
All right. How you doing?
Fine. You?
Good. I'm pretty good.
Yeah. I understand you're playing StarCraft.
A lot of
what?
StarCraft too. I'm just saying that to make a whole bunch of people out there really jealous, and a bunch of other people go, huh? Let's see. So there was actually some news this week about the White House. Obama aides. Unfortunately, I couldn't find on the online an update to this story, but as of last week, the Obama administration aides were supposed to meet with some atheists who are representatives from, what was it, the Secular Coalition for America and American Atheists? Were they the other one? No.
And Council
for Secular Humanism.
Right.
Sounds
All
like
three
the
of those.
People's Front of Judea and the Judean People's Front.
Except they kind of get along.
Yeah, sure. Let's see. So it said several administration officials will sit down quietly for a morning meeting at the Eisenhower Executive Office building on the White House campus with about 60 workhorses from the coalition's 10 member groups, including American Atheists and the Council for Secular Humanism. Tina Chen, the director of the White House Office of Public Engagement, and representatives from the Justice and Health and Human Services departments will participate.
When was this supposed to have happened?
Friday.
Well,
Now, I know some people some of the more cynical people out there have given feedback to this story, basically saying they meet with crackpot groups all the time and smile and nod for an hour and then don't do anything about
but
it.
when you can't even qualify as a crackpot
That's
group
true.
and get that kind of meeting, then you know you're in trouble.
So hooray,
this
we
is
have been elevated to the status
elevated
of
to
crackpot group.
crackpots. At
is
at
awesome.
worst, we can say that. So that's something.
Yeah.
It's new. It's historical.
It's pretty good. I mean, would not say that the Obama administration has been like my wild dream presidency or anything, but this sort of thing wouldn't have happened under the last administration.
Right.
Let's see. Did you watch last week's episode?
Of this show?
Yes.
I don't believe so.
Okay. Have you heard Daryl Ray on any other show?
I have not.
He's the author of The God Virus. And he came on last week. He was a very pleasant guest, although there were some huge technical difficulties on that episode. In fact, I was sitting right out in the front of the studio during that show, and the big screen in the studio was showing nothing but a blank screen for the first 20 minutes. So I had to catch the beginning of the show later on the podcast.
That's terrible. How did you fix your hair?
What?
How were you able to fix your hair if the big screen was out? You use the big screen like a backwards mirror.
Right. So Daryl Ray, I actually wanted to bring this up because I had a minor point of disagreement, I think, with Daryl Ray. And now that he's not here to defend himself, I will just bash away. I'm just kidding. Daryl's pet issue, I think, was a lot about the meme nature of religion and how it, can be modeled effectively by understanding how computer viruses and biological viruses spread from host to host. And I agreed with and enjoyed a lot of what he said, but there was something he said at the end, which was basically atheists shouldn't try to go after people after religious people with logic and reason. Because if it's a virus, you're not going to argue a cold out of somebody. Once the virus has taken root in somebody's mind, it's going to defend itself. And he gives an example. I'm not actually sure if this was on the last show or if it was something I heard on the Point of Inquiry podcast that he was also on. But what he said was that he talked to a room full of atheists once, and he said, how many of you have had an argument with a religious person? Lots of hands go up. And then he says, how many of you won that argument? And a bunch of hands go down. Most of the hands go down. And he says, you see, there's no point in trying to reason with them. Because almost nobody ever winds up changing their mind due to logical arguments.